streaming now.
Well, actually, it's two because it's winners round 1 and then grand finals.
Right, double elimination. For me personally, if there's 2 people and I'm still gonna do something, I just do single elim. Why do a first to 2 of a first to 3, right?
Yeah, fair.
So you want us to do that, or do you still want to do the winners round 1 in the grand finals?
Yeah, we'll just do winners round 1 and grand finals. I just have it set up this way, and we're already starting late.
All right, yeah. Stream tool.
August at some point, so we can flip it then.
Copy video URL. All right. Tournament title. I'm just gonna call it CNC, so I don't have to type.
That's fine.
But yeah, for this stream, it's just gonna say CNC Online Chicago. Then again, the full name is in the stream title. It's not on screen. Am I stupid or do I not? No, that's how you spell Chicago. I spelled it right the second time and went, wait a minute, this feels wrong. Right, stream tool's good. Finally, do you have NetPlay up or should I?
I'll make it.
All right. You still got the cheat enabled, right?
Yeah.
Me too. All right, I'll just go to the stream tool here and quickly swap our names around.
Oh.
Has a nice button for that.
Also, my husband alone could be watching this. So, hello.
What delay did you do? 2 delay?
Yeah.
All right. Join session, traversal, paste, 2 delay. Okay, I almost enabled spectator. I had to look at it for a second, like, wait a minute. I know I usually do this in this menu, but why?
Digimon Rumble Arena.
So we're going immediately into the final round? Like...
Technically what we're doing is we're in winners round 1. It's still double elimination. So if I win this set, say, and you don't, I'll still have to lose 2 sets to be eliminated, but you've only lost 1, you need to lose 2 to be eliminated, so you then go into grand finals, and you would be from the loser side, I would be from the winner side. And then if I lost, then we both be in loser's bracket, and it'd be bracket reset. We're doing a first to 2 of a first to 3. Basically.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's good, it's good. I at least understand the format. I think Black Guy understands.
Also, also something now I'm seeing, because I can't unsee it, is the holes in Vemon's eyes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Every time we find an issue like that, it's just like, never unsee it.
I used to think it was like that his eyes were like shining or something. Like reflecting something. Oh.
We do RPS for stage 1, no, right?
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. So green on a stage, that works too.
And remind me, it's Sanctuary, Wilderness, and Glacier, right?
Yes.
Alright. Good old rock, nothing beats that! Oh, I lost. Holes will be fixed in V2. Thank you, Hebo. Yeah, I get to strike and black high pick, so I'm gonna strike. I don't know. Screw it. Let's strike Glacier.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Ready? Rumble.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe that traded instead of just me losing. Well.
Oh.
Funny block. Funny block.
I could never lose.
You win. Ready? Rumble.
What?
That was strange as fuck. I'm gonna look at that after the fact.
My stream is a little behind. So what do you mean?
The grab was very good.
Yeah, I did a grab and then slid off, which is very uncommon for Guru throw. Possible, but like super rare. I hit behind too. That was so worth it.
Oh man. Oh.
Ready? Rumble.
Oh.
Just barely.
What?
Yeah. Weird stage list. I never know how to strike game one. All right. I'm gonna wait on your character pick.
Oh my god.
I mean, you get to counter pick me next game. Winning game 1 is huge. I'm actually gonna stay Guru.
Bullshit.
Digimon, let's go!
You can do it, Metal Garurumon!
Wild.
Oh no.
And that's why I stuck with Guru.
Ready? Rumble.
Guru, jump!
Oh, that move. What?
Ready? Rumble.
Oh.
You win. Ready? Rumble.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's so.
I could never lose.
You win.
I could. This was now a best of 3.
Yeah, this is 2-0. One more game for you. You take this set, we play another.
Oh.
We'll play another set no matter who wins this one. But if we don't win, whoever wins this set, they don't win the next set, we end up playing a third.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, now we'll go for a character switch.
Watch out, here comes Magnetumon.
Not the mag.
Ready? Rumble.
Oh. Oh.
The end is always the same.
You win. Ready? Rumble.
Bro.
Where's my mouse? There we go.
I was born to win.
You
Alright,
win.
that's one set for you. Then it becomes grand finals.
Okay. My
Winners, losers.
time. So what was that 3-0 Blackie?
Yep.
Which Digimon are you gonna play with? Which one?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Magnet.
Okay.
Alright. RPS at Black Eye. my scroll wheel would stop scrolling up. Oh, both picked scissors. What about that? Lol.
Oh shit.
Alright, I strike Sang.
Yep.
Let me double check the overlays right. Yes, that's grand finals that I'm in loses and stuff.
Right. Better get ready, Magnadumon.
You
Shovel
said
some more
Sang.
McDonald's fries in my mouth.
Oh yeah, I can't pick the last.
You want a
pick.
Gentleman's the Volcano? Tempting offer. Go do it.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I can't play on Glacier.
It's a new set.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a new set. That's why we're stage striking again. And DSR resets, so I didn't see what stage you picked. But as long as it wasn't Sang, it's good.
Ready, rumble.
Nope. Oh, okay.
You win. Ready, rumble.
Oh, that's so dumb.
Why do you always get throws in those situations? Okay, yeah, fuck this.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think it was like fourth priority.
I mean, that's only if it's the same
I
frame.
was born to
Oh.
win.
You
So, like-
win.
It's probably because you're mashing faster because you're on keyboard. I'm on controller, so I'm not trying to mash like super fast.
Me and mashing? Nah. I am locked in a new thing.
Oh, I'm a good masher. It's just that I don't mash pure speed when I'm mashing throws.
Oh.
Catch these hands.
Oh no. This will be embarrassing if I lose.
I actually would be.
Digimon, walk all over.
I don't know, your character's obnoxious because you've got no startup lag or end lag on like nearly anything. It is so minuscule, so I can't punish anything.
What? Nah.
You have no commitments in your moves. Absolutely none. It's so obnoxious. Oh right, it's my stage pick. I don't know why I'm waiting on you. We're going fucking Wolden. I doubt Gatomon will help much more than Magna, but why not?
I mean, you're harder to hit.
Ready,
True.
rumble.
I can see. Don't touch me. Oh, the tail. What?
Digivolution.
Wow. Alright.
The bosses.
The end is always the same.
You win. Ready? Rumble.
What, Digimon Gatomon?
Digivolution.
Wow. What should be synchro is just not. Wow. I didn't even get Soda?
It's Joker.
Yeah. Allow me to be salty? I fucking hate your character.
Yeah, I can understand.
Like, there is nothing punishable about your character. When you actually try to play safe,
What Digimon
it can get
is
fucking
the
obnoxious.
Which one? Be strong, Sakuyamon.
I don't
Hang
think
in
that's
there,
the
Rockmon.
best pick.
I mean, if I don't believe I can win this with my Garuru, I might as well just throw shit at the wall. Yeah, we're going back to wild. I tend to be player one. I'll give people that. I tend to make lobby. But really, you guys are overstating core priority.
Yeah.
It's literally only synchro. It is very unlikely that
Ah. Nope.
Oh shit.
I was born to win.
I see it.
You
The Sakuya vision. 20XX Sakuya.
That's not gonna.
What?
Nope. GG, Black Eye.
Oh, GG.
You win.
Oh, I can't believe I done.
I mean, are you really surprised? I fucking hate your character. Because when you actually play safe, I'm forced to engage with you on a hit-for-hit level. It
Which
sucks.
Digimon are you gonna play with, huh? Which one?
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I can't play shit,
Digimon.
and I can't look for big damage unless it's like Magna, I can get it off any knockdown. It's actually a real pain in the ass to play. Especially since you like to push buttons where it's like, holding block is not a great answer either. Because I can't just hold block for too long or else you run up and throw me, but you also got stupidly disjointed everything on the ground. So if I walk away, it's like I get hit by something.
True.
So it's like often blocking leads to you lose this interaction, you take some damage, which sucks. Like, this is why it's like, with respawns, it's like, I don't think your character makes it work. Because eventually I'll just hit you off stage and win off that.
Yeah.
So I can brush all that off and go for that win con. You just have to not get off stage, but here it's just like, eh? What do I do? I should have tried fucking Renamon.
Maybe you should have picked Duke. Wait.
Okay, just because you lose the Evos, Duke. Gatomon was my mid-tier pick. There you go. That's the mid-tier I threw at the wall. I don't know, maybe I could try Omni, but GG's, Black Eye.
Yep, GG.
I'm gonna eat this McDonald's that's been sitting in front of me. I'm like, well, I want to play bracket. I don't want to make people wait too long. I didn't actually eat anything before bracket except what fries I shoved in me. Which probably didn't help it, oh well. I don't actually have a good answer to you at the moment anyway.
I have finally unlocked my third eye.
Black Eye, you played safe the whole time.
What? I think I did.
Your character just happens to not have have a lot of moves with little end lag and that come out fast. Probably the only character like that, interestingly. But that's it.
I mean, isn't Garuru kind of the same?
His moves aren't that fast. All his aerials tend to have high end lag. His ground moves tend to be fast, but again, end lag. C has not much end lag, but it has startup lag. You know what I'm saying? Like, your moves come out very quick, and they have little end lag. Usually it's only one or the other. Think about it. He was safely aggressive. I'll say to Evo, I had a thought, I fucking lost. What was I even thinking? I don't even know. I had a thought, I fucking lost it.
Also, sorry I've been like quiet this whole time. Start GG literally refused to let me do anything, so I've just been wrestling with that.
I clicked on show projected and it showed like Yuri winning or something.
Yeah, it did. No, I mean like Start GG is just literally not letting me report wins or losses right now.
If I was seated above you, its projection is probably just the seed, higher seed wins. Most tournament software is going to do that. Because that's the point of seeding. You give first seed to the guy you think is most likely to win.
Oh yeah, the bracket says it's not started.
Yeah, she hasn't been able to do anything. She hasn't actually been able to report everything.
No. Yeah.
She'll get there.
4 separate times, and I'm having to frantically Google why won't it start.
Maybe it's server on. Come back in a couple hours or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll report it all later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know, Black Eye. Start GG actually went down during Combo Breaker. On the Sunday that DRA was running. So like there was like the last couple sets of pools that Dekustu wasn't able to report on his phone. Because Start GG was just down. No one could report sets at that time.
Yeah, when I looked at Start GG like Reddit comments, people complained about that. Like it frequently did stuff like that.
Yeah, it's easily the worst thing about Start GG. It is the slowest piece of horse shit I've ever had to use. It's like the reason number one I don't want to use it. Because every other problem is only compounded by how hard it is to get anything done in the first fucking place. Like, if you're not too super familiar with how to use it, or it's been a few years, like it has been for me, so you don't remember how to get through things, how to use certain options and stuff, you'll try to set something, and then Start GG will be so slow, it won't register it, you'll refresh the page, and the change won't show, so you'll have to keep doing crap. It is easily the worst part about Start GG. Like, as soon as there's a site that has all of the major features Start GG has that makes people use it over other stuff, and also isn't the slowest piece of dog shit in the world, I imagine tons of people will switch over.
Yep. I would too.
Mm-hmm.
What is challenge missing? Like, what does Start GG have?
For smaller events like ours, honestly, you could probably use fucking anything. Honestly, we ran the bracket ourselves. Chloe didn't have to do anything. Because at a small scale, you can run that shit on paper.
Okay.
But it's when you get at higher and higher scales, you need good software with features. A huge thing Start GG has that I'm familiar with is we were a single bracket for a single game. That was the tournament, right? But if you look at something like Combo Breaker, that is one tournament but there are tons of games there, each with their own brackets. Like, I think just in main games, that is, the Combo Breaker staff, the people who put the event together, pick the venue, all that shit, the stuff they're running officially was still like 16 to 20 games. And there's a bracket for each, of course. And those ones are also the biggest. So you get brackets in the hundreds of people. You don't want to make that bracket by hand. No, sir. You want to be able to put in... You want people to sign themselves up so that, they're automatically put in the brackets, and then have tournament software automatically pump out what that bracket looks like. So the only human intervention is seeding those players. I recognize that name, they're about this good, they get this seed. Stuff like that. As well as pools. Because with a tournament of hundreds of people, you don't run it as one bracket. What you do is you break it up into pools of people. And each one will say, if it's like a 512 person bracket, you might break it up into like 5 pools of 128 people. And actually probably smaller, 64. 10 pools of like 64 people. So you get 64 people in one area. And you do that block in a couple hours, and you can get from 64 people down to like 2. And those 2 advance. And then you repeat this for every pool. And then, you do that, you do those pools for like Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday, through all 10 pools, you'll have 2 people left. So you're down to top 20 or whatever. And then you run that as one bracket. That's when everyone comes together. That's what they actually do. And you want tournament software that can make those brackets for you, that can break things up into pools, that can, they can just give you a bracket, you can print it out on paper, you don't have to actually make everything yourself. People can sign themselves up. And another thing is also, when you go to a big tournament like Combo Breaker, even if you're going primarily for one game, this is the game I want to play, you don't just go for one tournament, right? Like, if you're a Smash Ultimate player, Melee's right there. Maybe you're not huge into Melee, but why not sign up? There's all sorts of games there. You're probably going to sign up for 2 or 3, or maybe a couple more. But with that overlap, that's the huge thing. They want to see what overlap people have, so that way, when you play, say, your Ultimate and then your Melee, you're not put in an Ultimate pool that was running at the same time as your Melee pool, and you have to run back and forth to keep up. They're going to put you in different pools, such that you do your Ultimate pools on like 2 p.m. Friday, and then your Melee pools on like 5 p.m. Saturday, so there's just no overlap.
Oh.
That's also part of it. So that way, even between games, there's not conflicts. Because that's the biggest thing you'll end up. People who sign up for more than one game, you don't want them to have to be in 2 places at once. Because anyone who has to DQ is going to slow things down. And at some point, you have to expect some amount of DQs. But you want to minimize that overlap as much as possible. You don't want to force people to drop from one thing just to play in another.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the stuff Start GG does that Challenge just doesn't have. Not in the slightest.
Oh.
Like, it technically has 2-phase tournaments. So you can go from pools of however many to a final bracket. But Start GG is very extensive in your phases. You can have more than a 2-phase where you go from pools into final bracket. That's all Challenge does. It's very fixed. You can actually have as many phases as you want. You can have like phase 1 into phase 2 and phase 3 and phase 4, and they often do this for like, here's the pools, here's top 32, here's like top 16, here's top 8 or top 4, stuff like that. You can actually have every phase be different formats. So like, you can do your pools as like round robin or Swiss if you'd like, instead of like double elimination. And then you can have like, say, your final round is like single elim. So if you want to do like pools of like Swiss into single elim, you could do that. It's just way more flexible than Challenge is in all of those options. no other tournament site is nearly as in-depth with the possibilities you have at your hands, as well as the vital tools that make running huge events easier. That's really why it stays around. On the smaller scale, where we're at, we don't need that shit. A lot of shit we might never need. Because, like, say Combo Breaker, we're not ever going to be Combo Breaker staff. We're never going to be hosting Combo Breaker. We'll just be doing a tournament for one game at Combo Breaker for the community events, right?
Yep.
So they'll handle all the time scheduling stuff. They'll handle making it. They'll just say, here's your bracket. And then, like, you need blast, you know.
Okay, I think I figured out I can't report scores. This one
Station crash. This one did what?
I think I figured out how to report why I couldn't report scores.
Oh.
This one actually isn't on Start GG. This was my fault. Apparently, because I listed it as an online tournament, you have to like set up round timers, and I did not do that. So
So it DQ'd us?
Yeah, it's saying that everyone had zeros or something. So I can fix it. I just need to like let it sit for a minute. That's my bad.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. That's another thing I like about Challenge versus Start GG. When you're doing like a 2 to like 16 player tournament, the upper end is fuzzy depending on TS preference. Challenge is better because you're going to want more hands-on control on how the bracket flows when you're calling matches. Start GG forces timers, which are nice. When I know I've said in the past, I've done Smash Ultimate Wi-Fi tournaments with like 50 people in it between just me and Luna, right? We were the only two staff there to run it. We did that on Start GG. So those round timers are nice because you can make it so that instead of checking in for the tournament, you check in for each set. So, tournament starts, all the round 1 sets open up immediately. You have 7 minutes to check into that. And, like, if you don't check in within that 7 minutes, PQ'd automatically, right down to losers. The TO doesn't even have to do this themselves. Likewise, for every set along the way, you can customize what the timer is. You can make it 5 minutes, you can make it like 7 minutes. I think I went with 7 minutes for winners round 1 and losers round 1. Just a hair over 5 minutes. But I was pretty cutthroat with that when I did that. Because, like, for people who don't show up, you can do per tournament check-ins where you check in before the bracket starts, but no one knew how to do it and would always DQ half the bracket because they didn't understand. People almost never use it on Start GG, so the community didn't know what to do, so they just gave up on it. So you have to DQ people at like winners round 1. So I give them like no fucking time. If you're not here, I want you out. And that's why I went with 7 minutes. You've got a second, but I'm not giving you like a full 15 minutes if you're not even here. Same for like losers round 1. So that way within 15 minutes, no shows are gone. And then every other one, it was like 15 minutes. Because if you've already proven you're here and, you're not fucking King Chris, God, if you need to go take a dump, that's fine. I can monitor it a little bit more closely manually to know if I should DQ someone or, if they've got time. It's helpful, but it does have its limitations. Mostly that players check themselves in. So if players are doing other things during your tournament, other tournaments. Fucking King Chris. Oh my god. They'll check in and say, hey, I'll BRB. I gotta go whatever. They'll make an excuse. I gotta use the bathroom. And then they'll go play a set in another tournament. God, I hate multi-tourniers. They will join multiple tournaments at once. And this is why the huge tournaments avoid this. because like either you got to DQ people like these, or your tournament gets really stalled by them, because it's like every time they play a set for your tournament, they run around and play a set for a different tournament, and then they play your tournament. So they're dragging out both tournaments, and it sucks. Like, you can post a rule very clearly. I see you. I know you're multi-tourneying. If I find out you're multi-tourneying, I'm just disqualifying you from the entire bracket. Go fuck off. King Chris did this a lot. I don't like him for a reason. I was much nicer with people who were just told me before the bracket outright, hey, I'm playing in a second tournament right now. I'll be like, okay, I'll try to work with you. But if he would never own up to it, and I hated that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Star GG has its ups and downs, but for DRA, I've always used Challenge because our community is not big enough to need those features. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
The Challenge gives me more freedom as a TO to just, you handle bracket for me. It's all I need. Generate the bracket, let people sign up, nothing more. I'll do the rest.
True.
But Challenge, I've noticed it's getting slower over the years. It used to be faster. It's not nearly as bad as Start GG, but yes. How slow it is now is not how slow it used to be. It is slowly gaining features, but like for the most part, it's just like it's just that I want a bracket site. Just give me this bracket. I don't need much more. Like once round one has online signups, people can sign themselves up online because currently TOs have to add everyone manually, so it kind of sucks for online brackets. Like I'm going there just because it's so much faster. But
Okay,
I hope you finally got it.
Yes, I finally got it. It was like 3 menus deep in like the settings for like the tournament admin stuff.
I love it. Yeah, that's another reason I didn't like Start TG. Its UI on like the admin TOing side is so awful. I'm always lost. Like when I ran my Ultimate Wi-Fi series, like I was lost at first, but I eventually got the hang of it and figured out, okay, if I want to do this, I go here. If I want to do that, I want to go there. I just kind of had that stuff memorized. And when I ran that series for about a year before I was like, well, I actually don't really enjoy Ultimate that much. And I realized because I started running DRA stuff, and I cared so much more about what was going on. And I was like, oh, this is an eye-opener. I should probably just stop running Ultimate. And I haven't really touched Start GG to any extent since. Like, I have, but only when it's like I'm running DRA as part of a bigger event, and I have to. But otherwise, it's just like, I don't want to. Admittedly. So I don't remember how to do shit. I set up like one like more casual Ultimate tournament like a few months ago. And I was just like, oh god, I don't remember how to do shit here.
Oh yeah. The thing is with Sakuya, my side air and neutral air hits on the sides much later, so you could punish it with your neutral air or something. Probably.
I usually find the issue is reaction time. Because some of them just really have absurdly low like startup and/or end lag, and there's just not enough on either side to punish. But like ever since the rollback era, I've been relying on reactions very heavily. Whereas in the Manafin era, because of all the input delay, like we were all relying on prediction, which is probably part of why it didn't feel like such an awful game. It felt like you were still playing a mind game because you still had to guess options. Like you just couldn't bust out buttons on a whim. But relying on reaction stuff, you just can't with Sequoia, it feels like. Because, you can't, you don't have time to react, even on the stuff that could be reasonably punished. So I'd have to guess. I think that's just the hard thing. Like, I think outside of Rupimon, of course, Sequoia might have some of the strongest pressure while still staying safe, which is just, that's the obnoxious thing. Like, you can press buttons and I can't punish it if you're at the right distance. Especially with, like,
the jab?
I don't know. Yeah, like, that's long range, too. Like, you're out of my throw range, and thankfully your throw range is about the same as anyone else, right? But it still means that, like, if I'm not close enough to, throw, then I want to walk away. But I can't because your jab is still, like, another mile long, it feels like. Like, I could jump, but then it's just, like, wake up. And, like, if I on wake up, it's either I block and you put me back in the same situation, or I try to run away and you're like, what if I up air? It's like, cool, that's fine, I can tank another hit. But then I just hit knockdown somewhere else, and like that's the problem I'm facing. I can't punish anything on reaction. All of your buttons are safe because they're really fast. And like you've got big enough normals on the ground that's just like it feels like situations reset themselves. And even if I do maintain a distance, what the fuck do I do? Have a 7 heaven. Have Metal Wolf Claw.
Sakuya's just too fast.
I don't think she's fast. She just doesn't have lag. She's not stuck in animations at the end of a lot of attacks. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's got slow attacks somewhere.
Oh yeah,
but she has a fuck ton. Yeah. Kind of. It depends on spacing. Like if I'm literally the smallest inch out of throw range and you do jab and I block, it's just like you do 1-2 and I can run up and throw you. But usually you're smart enough not to do it just an inch out of throw range. You're like 10 inches out of throw range. So if I try to run up and throw there, you get another jab. So I have to hold block. I could jump, but I can't jump up out of the way of jab and the gap I have. So it's what? Walk up and block or walk away and block? Excuse me.
Very American of you.
Yeah.
America.
Fuck yeah. But, yeah. I don't know. It's a thing where it's like, I'll find a counter to your thing eventually. It's just that my counter is usually a respawn combo.
Yeah.
Without it, it's just like, I'm forced to play trade for trade, and it feels like a bad matchup, because it's like, you get to press buttons for free, but every time I press a button, it's any character, but let's just go with Guru. If I do Nair or forward air, like unless Nair was rising Nair, if I land on the ground while doing Nair, like that's easy to block, and then you like I'm stuck in that for like a whole second or two. You can just like whatever, you can punish.
Yeah.
If I do it rising, like I can land before it finishes, or like with no room to punish. But that still is like booty. If I try to do forward air, yeah, about the same deal really. And those are my only like 2 good aerials on the ground. I'm not going to do sweep. It doesn't have range. It's fast, but I like this. I never want to be that close to you to begin with. Launcher is kind of slow, and
What?
I'm talking about Brewery.
Yeah, but it's much faster than mine.
Yeah, but it's easy to get stuffed because you have to be up close to do it, right?
Oh.
And compared to your moves, it's kind of slow, right? It's easy to get stuffed if you were already pressing a button. You know, jab is just like why, unless I can get combo into throw, and even then, like that's technically a 1-frame link, and I never have good enough execution. Sometimes you just throw me for jabbing you. I'm not necessarily guaranteed to throw you. And the throw is the real damage either way. So if you throw me, it's just like, wow, that was not a worthwhile trade. It was in your favor. So it's just like Nair and Fair are my best moves in this matchup. And I do like, and like I don't want to contest you in the air necessarily. Because like, I mean, we could trade for days. You trading aerials in this matchup is basically like, yeah, it's net neutral. Whoever had the life lead keeps that life lead. So if I'm already the life lead, I'll do that for days and force you to figure out how to make that back up. But like, if I don't, it's just like I don't want to do that. I'm just burning my health away. You know, even net neutral isn't really net neutral. Nothing that leads into a combo for me is safe in the slightest. You know?
I feel like you could have done like beam more. Like
Too
up close.
close.
Like dash.
That
beam.
is the laggiest move in terms of startup that I could choose to do in the matchup. I'd have both characters, even. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe your T's laggier. But like, I have to have distance to make that safe. But the thing is, I walk away, you just follow. You're about as fast as my character, so if you know I'm going to go one direction, you can follow me. Not only do you deny me the distance to do that move safely, but then I give up a stage to you. I don't have room to work with now. You're pressing me closer to walls or off stages, ledges. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I don't want to necessarily hold ground either, because as I said, Nair, Fair, like, when they win trades, great. Or win interactions. But when it trades, that's not what I want if I'm down on health. And like that's just what it felt like. That's what I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna change off. Magna did better because it was easier to ignore losing like scuffles where you're slowly gaining life lead because super. But then we get back to it and you're just like the super wasn't overcoming losing scuffles. Serafi was like, I'm not great enough with 7 Heaven. Gatomon is just like, lol, Magna, but worse.
I mean, Gato can convert easier to super, I guess.
I don't know, because I actually think your character wakes up pretty fast. Because like normally, if you can hit Gato Triangle, right, the move that she hits you up into the air, I should be able to just let us both land on the ground, Digivolve, dump super. But like the 2 times I got that, you woke the fuck up and hit me out of it. If you hit me out of it, it's not worth doing. So it's like the safest way to lead into super, you were waking up too fast for. How?
Oh, mm,
You get what I'm saying? I'd have to get
yeah.
Launcher, and why the fuck would I be doing Launcher, especially in an Rookie versus Evo matchup? That
I
move
mean,
is slow.
your tail has a hitbox, like
Yeah, I mean,
like
yes,
that.
that is how the Launcher works, right?
Yeah,
It
but
hits
it's pretty big.
behind first and then in front of her. But her range is just nothing compared to yours in that matchup. It makes no sense to do Launcher because it takes so long. It's easy to punish, or even just stuff. Most likely stuff, because like if you jump, do triangle downwards, you just stuffed my Launcher. Your hitbox is just bigger. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I actually couldn't safely lead into Super.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was just fucking up that matchup, but I didn't really believe Gatomon was the matchup. I felt it was more, maybe I can cheese you into doubting yourself, and I can take control of momentum of the match. That was the
Yeah,
real idea there. I don't think that's like the secret matchup to beat your secret top tier.
I think I was just too locked in for that strategy to work.
I mean, you had momentum for you. I wouldn't say you're locked in. You're doing about what you were usually doing. It's just you were being safer. You were making sure that every time you press a button, it's safe. That is like the difference, I feel like, today. And if I hit you off stage, it wouldn't have mattered. Like I didn't strike Sank first set because like normally that'd be in my favor in this matchup. Because like the platforms make it easier for me to control things from underneath. So that becomes an ideal scenario for me. If I ever hit you off stage from bottom center, I can just get a respawn and big damage. If you had any life lead, I almost certainly have the life lead now off of that. If not, you're dead. And you're probably at like 10 or 15%, if that. Without respawns, it's just like, okay, now this is just in the most enclosed space to have scuffles at. And being below you isn't even all that helpful because you do have triangle. So like if I don't even have the reward of I will infinite you eventually. I don't know, I might as well be on top. I don't know. That's why I leaned more wild and glacier.
Perhaps. Anyways, GG's, Yuri.
Yeah, GG's.
I'll be going. Bye-bye.
Have fun, have fun.
Okay, next one will be in August, so yeah. I'm hopping off too.
Alright, have fun. I'll probably end the stream. Thanks for watching.